Okay, now, so food. Now, this may come as a bit of a surprise, Mel, to some people, but Vũng Tàu is a really good town for foodies, especially if you're into Vietnamese food, obviously, and seafood.
Well, I agree. I mean, one of the first chain restaurants that I discovered all those years back in Saigon was Pho Ba Vũng Tàu.
So, super famous.
So, I mean, that goes to show that it's not, it's not nothing, that there is a foodie culture and a rich history of food in that area.
Totally.
Yeah.
Vũng Tàu, there's so much great food there. And I'm just going to list a few here that you really got to try if you get yourself to Vũng Tàu in no particular order because they're all awesome. And, actually, the first one has to be Bánh Khọt.
Oh, yeah.
It's either officially or unofficially the
national.
What do you call it? The special
official
food,
dish.
official dish of Vũng Tàu, and of course they're those tasty little deep fried pancake disc things with shrimp.
Yeah. It's about the sound, right? That's the name.
No, that's Bánh Xèo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not too sure about what the "cot" means. It's the most difficult word to pronounce in
Bánh Khọt.
Yeah, I can just never say it properly. But anyway, I think you guys know what I mean, and I'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
At the end. And there's a little place in Vũng Tàu, of course, and it's called Bánh Khọt. Well, it doesn't have a name.
Okay.
There are so many little places, mom and pop places around Vũng Tàu, and they don't have a name. You've just got to go by an address or just
go by the lines.
Go by the lines. I call this Bánh Khọt contender. Com means no, and Tĩnh means name.
Mm-hmm.
No name. But I do have, for most of these on my list here, a video.
Okay, great.
For each, so anyone interested can go and check them out. Mm-hmm. The next one on my list is Bánh Tiêu.
Okay.
The Bánh Tiêu ladies. And it's a regular place that I hit up when I go there because they do these little, again, deep fried little snacky things.
Like a donut.
Yeah, kind of.
It's got filling, right?
It's got a little bit of filling, but they're rolled out. The dough is rolled out flat, and then a bean mix goes in the middle. Then the lady sort of rolls that up together. And
sesame seeds.
Well, the Q part is pepper. So it would roughly translate as pepper bread or something.
Interesting.
Anyway, she's been there for about 25 years.
Wow.
And she sells these little babies for like 5,000 dong a pop.
Wow.
And like many of these places in Vũng Tàu, you have to call ahead. Or you have to visit the day before because they're so popular. And they
run out.
They run out, and they also make these things traditionally. They don't pre-make them or they don't bag them up or whatever.
So they have to do everything from scratch, and it takes time.
And she basically does them there on the spot as well. She rolls them and whatever else. The next one is the Bánh Xèo. I'm calling her the Bánh Xèo DJ. Yeah, she's another place, has no name. Just go by the street address. And it wasn't until I was editing the video of her that it occurred to me that she spins her woks like a DJ spins their vinyl. Yeah, and I haven't really seen anything or anyone like it.
She's by herself.
She has a husband. Okay. Like every successful woman, there's a great husband in the background. And he takes care of,
orders,
the cars turning up, the motorbikes turning up, people on foot turning up, checking the clock. And it's not unusual. When I was there, I got there. I actually went there 2 days before and said, hey, I'm going to turn up in the next couple of days. Can you squeeze me in or whatever? Yeah. And I think they said yes. Anyway, I turned up pretty early on the opening. And while I was there eating, I don't know how many people she turned away. People were turning up and ordering. And she's like, no, come back at 6 or come back at 7.
When you said like she's like a DJ, how many walks is she working on?
She has like 4
all at the same
burners.
time. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
so she also does a take on Bánh Khọt.
Oh, okay.
She does her own version. So it's not uncommon for her to say have 3 to 4 Bánh Xèo on the go.
And then a Bánh Khọt.
And a Bánh Khọt happening.
Wow.
Meanwhile, just trying to run a shop and everything else.
Crazy.
And she's an absolute machine. And like all of these ladies, no small talk. Just order, sit down, shut up, eat, pay, get out. Yeah. The next one is, oh man, this was a super find. I've been looking for Bánh Mì for a long time in Vũng Tàu, and there's a famous one called Bánh Mì contender. Again, Bánh Mì, no name, but I tried that out, and I don't think it's really worth it.
Okay.
This time round, I found Bánh Mì Go Man.
So Công Man is the brand.
It's Auntie Man.
Auntie Man.
Yeah, that's the name of the man. Look, I'm not sure whether I'm pronouncing it properly.
Okay.
But, you know, Go is auntie.
Auntie,
right?
yeah.
And I found this place right under my nose, right near Fusion Sweets.
What's the difference between this banh mi in Vũng Tàu than the banh mi, let's say, in my neighborhood here in Saigon?
I don't know if there's a lot different. They do a shumai as well.
Yeah.
So they'll put your little sort of shumai dumplings in. They do a char siu or sa siu, as they say in Vietnamese. Just good quality bread.
Okay.
Great bun. And the ingredients are great. They also do a wicked pate as well. So, but I found out these guys have been operating for nearly 50 years.
Okay.
Originally up around Front Beach somewhere, but
And then
now
moved.
back.
Yeah.
And I'd driven past this place
Tons of times.
tons of times over the years. And then Mr. Đĩnh at Coco Homestay,
Yeah.
he pointed it out to me. He said, this is the best one in town. And I
Well-
have to agree, 20,000 dom.
Yeah. Well, listen to the locals. That's what I say.
Yeah, for sure. The next one that is a must try is has this unusual ingredient, and it's called tom tít. And tom is shrimp, basically. Yep. And then this thing its name is tít. But up in the north, they call it be be.
What is that?
It's like a cross between a lobster tail
Okay.
and what we would call in Australia a yabby.
So it's like a
yabby
crawly.
tail, like a crawfish.
Crawfish.
Is that what they say in the States?
Maybe.
So it's like that. It's like a tail with at one end it has eyes on it, and then underneath has little legs.
Oh, so it's like a cross between a shrimp and a lobster, like a big shrimp and a small lobster.
Yeah, and apparently they grow quite big.
Freshwater.
You know, bigger than your hand. No, salt.
Oh.
But at this particular place, which is actually called Bebe, they use these small ones.
Okay.
They're only about as big as your finger.
Is it a noodle dish or a...
Yeah, so it's a noodle dish. So
Okay.
Traditionally in the north, they have more of a noodle that's like fettuccine.
Okay, thick.
Yeah. Yep.
White.
And in the south, it's more typical to have that sort of white
Rice noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah, flat
noodle.
one.
Yep. So I had the one that was the more traditional one. And Mr. Đĩnh, who was with me at the time and who recommended this place as well, he had the southern style one.
Okay.
So there's also shrimp in it, squid, of course.
Something that I would probably eat and then just blow out in allergies.
Oh, yeah, you would. They also use that crab.
Paste.
Yeah, like a crab paste thing in it as well, which is super good. And then finally, you know, for a lot of years I was off snails. I didn't really eat snails a lot in the last few years.
It's too fiddly as well. I mean, that's my personal take, you know. You have to
it is very fiddly.
get like a little pin. So you're not a big ox fan?
Well, I am now. I am again now. Massive fan after trying this one out on my previous trip. And I'm calling it Contender.
No name?
No name. And she's a lady who's set up under a tree somewhere around Front Beach.
Wow.
And I've got a video on that as well. I think I've got a video on pretty much all of these. So if you want more information where they are and whatever and what the hell these foods are, go and check that out. So super. Tons of places to eat in Vũng Tàu.